dignitaries on the stage, reputed people, Dr. Gulab Kothari, and Mr. Anil Kumar, Mr. Sanjay Singh, Mr. Dilip Chandrana, past presidents, and other industry association secretaries and presidents, and the mill executives, stalwarts of the Indian pulp and paper industry, chemical suppliers, chemical manufacturers, machinery manufacturers, and all people. It is like a twinkling stars, descended straight in Jaipur. That's how we feel this. And this conference, the zonal conference, the first conference on the very hot topic, making the pulp and paper industry future ready, with the convergence of the policy and the technology and the sustainability factors. And this conference, when we decided that in Jaipur, we were very happy for two counts. One is that the conference is going to be in Jaipur, which is always famous for the towers and mahals, and also a very good tourist attraction with a lot of shopping facilities and shopping arcades. And it's a very good tourist center as well. And now this particular seminar, if you talk about the policy or the norms and the regulations and the technology and the sustainability, they are all like, deserving each 1 day or 2 days of individual seminars. Now it is extremely difficult to cover policy, technology and sustainability in a single seminar within these 2 days. It's a Herculean task. But we would have definitely decided one seminar for each of this topic. By that time we will be coming to the end of the year for inter-zonal seminars. We will lose time and we would have lost time. That's the reason we decided that the need of the hour is to take these three things very parallelly, not looking at it in isolation. And I'm really thankful to the executive committee members and the past presidents and all industry stalwarts to suggest this, we'll take it parallelly because that's a need of the hour. When we talk about the industry scenario today, let's go back just 3 to 4 years. Immediately after COVID 22-23, we all of us we are very happy that we got a V-curve recovery. When all the industries were down in 19, 20, 21, suddenly 22, 23 when the COVID ended, and we got a V recovery curve. Straight everybody bounced back. And that is the time the entire industry can understand the kind of contribution, the kind of margin, the kind of profitability they had for the first 3 quarters of 22-23. Suddenly everything tips it up. From the 4th quarter onwards 2023 till today, all the 3 sectors, let it be integrated mills with the wood pulp base, let it be agro base, let it be recycle base, they are yet to see one full year of good performance with respect to market and also the economical viability. The same case with everybody. And added to this, because of the pull from the market and the overall consumption shrinking down and there's no pull, the geopolitical scenario has added fuel to the flame or fuel to the fire. It started with Ukraine, it started with then Gaza, then it started with Israel and Iran, now it is with US and Iran, and talks were there almost to the stage of conclusion. Now it's again gone back and the bombarding started, and today we don't know where it will end. The only hope is, yes, it will end, again we will have a recovery. Because all these economies were shattered and globally things are in doldrums, and all these countries which were devastated, they have to start right from the basic scratch for the habitations, and things will recover very fast. But when is a question. But till such time, we have to tighten our belts on the efficiency, we have to tighten our things on internal governance and efficiency and prudent financial management. Now when we are talking about this particular conference with a specific reference to the pulp and paper industry, what Mr. Sanjay has spoken about, how we have evolved in the last 2 decades or 3 decades. And specifically a lot of things have happened in the last 2 decades. And Mr. Anil Kumar spoke about how the industry industry has responded to all the changes or the demands which has happened. It's all driven from the marketplace, from the consumers and from the printers and converters and things to the paper mills. Today, as I stand as a personality from the pulp and paper industry, I always thank my customers and the most demanding and discerning customers for what we are today. They keep pushing you. You keep raising the bar. Because let it be the reloaders, let it be the sheet orders, let it be the newly developed products, they always compare a paper board should behave like a metal sheet. We don't understand hygroscopic, we don't understand hydrophilic, hydrophobic and all. I want it to be like a metal sheet. I want it to be for 15,000 sheets per hour. I want it to be without postage. There are a lot of demands from the printing and converting industry. So the paper mills, all investments, all the capex interventions, all the things have happened in the last 2 years in fulfilling that demand. So we have really, last 2 decades, we have grown nicely with respect to the technology, upgradation, modernization, and some of the quality control systems, DCS and QCS, etc. Now the thing is, side by side, as the industry is growing, it has happened in China 15 years back and 10 years back, now it is happening in the country. When the country is having a good manufacturing growth, it is needless to say that we have some impact on the environment. When the mill is expanding its capacity, when the company is going for multiple locations, more unit in the village scenario, and we cannot ignore the society in and around, and we have to accept the fact that there is impact which is created in the environment and in the society. And we technocrats, the role is what? Adhere to the policies which are given by the local bodies and the government, and embrace the contemporary technology to meet the regulations and the norms. And the third is protect the environment, which is the sustainability, protect the surroundings. So we can't say, no, I don't create any impact on the environment. We can't say that. We do make an impact in the society, in the environment, but the job of the technocrats or the paper mill is to see that how it is contained to the minimum, bare minimum possible. So damage what is created is brought to bare minimum possible. The impact which is made on the social fabric or the social life is brought to the bare minimum. So we do a lot of CSR activities, we do a lot of sustainability initiatives, everything what we have done. In the last 2 decades, if you see, the paper industry has really evolved beyond our expected ranges with respect to these 3. Now when we talk about the policy, government can give regulations, government can put policies in place and rules and regulations in place, laws and bylaws in place, but it is the responsibility of the industry and the individual and the common public to adhere to that, to be disciplined to that, and then adhere to and then evolve further. Now let us talk about, people said in the 2070 we will become, like decarbonization will be there, carbon neutral, net zero. How that is going to happen in 2030? We have got a lot of time. We always think that, we have a good number of time, 40 to 44 years we have. But the thing is, the roadmap has to be made today itself. People have said today, even 70% across the globe, that still the coal is the primary source for the energy generation. Some of the mills today within the country, where we are standing today, northern mills, they have gone to almost like 35 to 40% of alternate fuel, not depending on fully on coal. But still there are mills in south, down south, and I think depending on the availability of the raw material alternate source, they are still at almost 75 to 80%. Now the dependence on coal. Then how are we going to come out of this? How we are going to meet that RCO, renewable consumption obligation, for the 34 or 39%? How do we do that? An integrated mill having a recovery fire boiler, soda recovery boiler, that is very good. Your majority of the portion comes from there. Let's talk about a recycle board mill. Let us talk about other agro-based mills having a smaller capacity of pulp mill and a very minimum recovery boiler, capacity recovery boiler. How they are going to come out? That means a lot of things research have to start in that, the alternate fuel. What are the alternate fuels, so that the boiler internal pressure parts are also not damaged. The breakdowns are also not happening very frequently because of the silica and because of velocity and puncturing of the tube, so on and so forth. And still, how do we become economical? By embracing the suitable alternate fuel. That's an area. Now today the policy has come for extended producer responsibility. When it came few years back, everybody said, come on, how a paper mill can go up to the customer and then see that who is using the board, how the plastic is used, how it is collected. Because we are all used to playing indoor games. We are all used to, cradle to just gate. We only think about cradle to gate. Today the government and the policy and the local bodies are pushing you to think from cradle to grave. Don't look at only about your fencing, your gate, go up to the grave. Till the time your final product is converted and till the time it is used, and you also get the plastic disposal in a proper responsible manner. We all thought it is a big challenge. And the second thing, if you ask me, I see a big opportunity in this. Today, whatever said and done, India is a red fiber importer. India is a fiber deficit country. Today we should talk about everything where we have in nook and corner, where we have the brown or grey or white fiber, if it is available. How do we recover that? Yesterday I was talking to some people, some of you, that we talk about competing with globally and comparing with Europeans and European mills and things like that, who are at 75 to 87% of collection and then reuse mechanism. Today effectively we have to talk about all the states and all the local body generation and then the collection and consumption. We are at 38% to 40%. Where does the balance go? Where does the balance fiber go? It's all going to landfill, it's all going to heaps and heaps of, mounds of, garbage which is lying there before we enter into any metro city or we enter into before any state capital. If you see that mounds and mounds of garbage. In that, if you see that, you will find that 30 or 40% of your $300 and $280 and $400 per ton of fiber is lying there. It is something like keeping a butter and searching for ghee. Today we know so much of 30 million ton is a capacity, at least 24 to 25 million ton getting converted. Today what are the initiatives that we can take in adhering to these policies? Each and every mill can think about where my product goes. It can be a small printer, small converter, big printer, mega converter. Talk to each and every one. Be it craft, be it newspaper, be it grey, be it white. Please give it to me back. I will place my truck and then tempo and then whatever it is, I will carry this. Please give it to me. This is what we have started in Sripati. We started with 300 tons. Today I can proudly say it is 1,350 tons. In and around all Tirutangal, Shivakasi, Vardhanagar, everywhere we started meeting the printers. So हमारा तो पूरा mix आएगा सब. नहीं चलेगा, mix भी चलेगा, fiber है ना. So हमारा थोड़ा बहुत उसमें प्लास्टिक का टेप भी निकल सकता है, चलेगा. मेरे को वो भी मैं sorting कर देता हूँ. Don't worry, give it. So like that we started collecting. Some of the converting units are giving every day some 25 tons, 30 tons, 15 tons. They are giving it. It's something like small drops of big motion. So somewhere the mills have to start acting on. Whatever we thought that it is very difficult, it is not possible with our machinery, with our system, with our limited number of people. It's all like internal constraints. The moment you come out of your discomfort zone, the real prosperity begins. The real growth begins. This is all we know. It's not that something I am telling you new. Everybody reads in the book, everybody sees in the internet and everything is available. Come out of your discomfort. Come out of your comfort zone. Get into that discomfort zone. As long as you want to stay in a comfort zone, you will always think very traditionally. The moment you enter into a discomfort zone, which is giving you some vibration, you will find out ways and means of collecting it. What is that I need to do that? There are so many NGOs, there are so many people, there are so many social organizations who are all ready. Tie it up. Take it, make a chain and then start doing it. And this extended producer responsibility is a great opportunity for recovering something back to you. Now coming back to the technology, we talked about technology. When we talked about the normal mechanical controls to the quality controls to the digital platform from industry 2.0, just reducing the breakdown, then 3.0 with digitalization. Today we talk about 4.4 and 5.4. Now people have talked about generative intelligence. Today already some of the mills have started digital twins and modeling. People who are sitting, already they are doing it in pulp mill, they are doing it in recovery boiler, they are doing it in other places. So to that extent you are advanced. Have we eliminated the breakdowns? I have gone closer to generative intelligence. I have gone closer to 4.0 completion. Have I come out of fully from 2.0 or 3.0? This is the question that all of us have to ask ourselves. This is something like try to eat a full meal from your plate rather than jumping to different plates and then plucking various things from different plates. Even today the mills are waking up for breakdowns. Very few mills would have come out because a lot of this analysis, failure mode analysis and a lot of kaizens, a lot of things are improving. Where traditionally they were 80% and 84% uptime, today mills have come to 95% of uptime. And globally this is the standard, and some of the Indian mills have achieved this. How did they achieve? The top 4-5 mills or 5-6 mills are not the representative of India. It is something like Tata, Birlas and Ambanis and Adani. They are not the representative of India. India still has a representation from Aam Aadmi and the general people, whosoever is doing trading and whosoever is doing business, whosoever is running the industries. So this 5 or 6 mills, okay, balance that 650 paper mill. Are we in that? Are we coming out of the 2.0? What is the strategy that we need to adopt? How do we bring in internal efficiency? Everything is taught nicely. Do that analysis, critical points. Yesterday I was just reading some article. Everybody talks about efficiency, everybody talks about internal controls, everybody talks about all these factors. But what is important is you prioritize your things. We have to prioritize what are our challenges. Every challenge cannot be met and every challenge cannot be addressed every month. We don't have that wherewithal for that, and it is not possible. So you have some 6 or 7 challenges. What is for the business continuity a big challenge? Identify 2-3 challenges, make teams for that, and start working on the prioritized area. Then what will happen? It is something like a saying, when the going is tough, the tough gets going. You yourself will feel that. And that is what my personal experience of 43 years is saying in the industry. Once I thought that paper break reduction beyond 30 is not possible. Hoga. Recycled fiber, pulp variation, also hoga. But when it happened to 7 breaks and 5 breaks, people really understood this man was not talking in the air. It is possible. When we start, shop floor people start spending time on the floor, and the senior team start putting the priorities, then start focusing on it with dedicated teams, shop floor doing their job, middle management doing their job of monitoring, and top management doing the job of prioritizing and strategizing it. And I am telling you, things will move very, very, very fast. It's 100% certain. So let's talk about technology in a holistic way. CapEx is not technology. Many a times we feel that, सब किसने आदमी के पास इतना कैपेक्स, आप इंडस्ट्री का सिनेरियो को मालूम है, आप भी बोलते हो कि टेक्नोलॉजी लेके जाओ. Everybody need not to go to 5.0, come out of 2.0, come out of 3.0. There lies your 50 to 60% of your improvement factor. The last 5 to 7% or 7 to 10% lies in 4.4 and GA. Today we are grappling with only the 2.0 to 3.0. I can tell you because I am one among all the paper mill people, and I spent my time full time on the shop floor even till today. But I can tell you we are still grappling with 2.0 and 3.0 in most of the mills. So let's address that. So that is where the money is. तो कोई बोलते हैं ना पेपर मिल में जो वेस्ट पेपर का देखो, फिनिशिंग उसका देखो यार, आपको प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी आ गया, दूसरा किधर ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं है. You see the waste paper, you see your fiber line, you see your recovery, you see your utility. This side you see your finishing house. The losses are kept under control. Do your lean or do your TPM or do your 5S, do your so on and so forth. And that is where the money. is going to come, and it is coming for the mills. Whosoever multiplied their profits and whosoever standing tall, even in today's scenario, with a very good growth of EBITDA beyond 20%, 25%, and RONA beyond 15%, they are all standing because of these internal efficiency factors. Again, I am saying it is not enough if only 10 mills are doing. It is this message and these type of platform, these type of technology conferences and seminars have to be utilized for making the remaining 65 to 70% of the mills to come into this platform. The last one is sustainability that we all talk about, we all know. It is simply the conservation of, your water, your steam and your power and your raw material mainly, so that you protect the natural resources and hand over a better planet to the future generation. That's why if you see in all my communication, I talk about triple P. It's a triple P is what? People, planet, profit. Take care of people, people will take care of planet. Both of them are taken care, profit will automatically follow. You don't need to run after profit. Again I am saying, take care of people to take care of planet, profit will follow. Now the last one, but not the least one, people have done a commendable job in presenting various papers in this technological conference for policy, technology and sustainability convergence. All the mills have worked overtime and then sent beautiful papers, and paper mills have sponsored delegates from their paper mills, and good papers are going to be presented. And I thank all the authors and the research scholars and the academia and all the stalwarts from the industry, senior colleagues from the industry for a commendable job. And with all these things, I am looking forward to a great learning session for today and tomorrow. And let's take back some worthy points so that we do the implementation. I thank you all very much. I thank TikTok, I thank the paper industry for whatever I am today. Thank you so much.